Hallo zusammen! So, as a native German, I was obviously born and raised with many different phrases, expressions, and typical words we use. And although I'm aware of most of them, I'd say, like the common ones, some of them still remain a mystery to me, like how and when and why and where and did someone come up with certain phrases and expressions and sayings? So let's try to clear the fog and find out more about those. Or, well, maybe even the weirdest German saying I can recall. I know. So the popular German saying we're dealing with today is about porcelain, boxes, and mothers. The meaning. Nope, I'm not kidding. All these three mentioned terms are part of the same saying. Vorsicht ist die Mutter der Porzellankiste. So apart from the actual meaning, I really like the way it sounds, because it really has a groove to it, it flows somehow, I think. Vorsicht ist die Mutter der Porzellankiste. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just like words because they sound interesting or great or interestingly great. And they might not have a special meaning to them, but it's just the sound that caught my ear, my attention. The literal translation of this saying is, caution is the mother of the porcelain box. So I wonder, can you tell what it might be about already? No? Yes? Anyway, let's take a closer look at the respective parts of this one. Die Vorsicht means caution. It's a feminine noun and also the subject in this sentence. Ist is a form of sein, to be, in the first person singular, Präsens, which is the present tense, indicative mode, active. Die belongs to Mutter, it's die Mutter, the mother. Der Porzellankiste is an adjunct, das Attribut in genitive, and it relates to die Mutter, the porcelain box's mother, so to speak. Yeah, it sounds strange, but it's actually the way it is. You should keep in mind though that the standard form is die Kiste, not der Kiste. It's der Porzellankiste because of the genitive. The whole phrase die Mutter der Porzellankiste is a so-called Gleichsetzungsnominativ, a predicative nominative. There is no such thing as a nominative object in the German language, but this linguistic structure comes closest, I'd say. The English equivalents to this one are safety first, or better safe than sorry. It's also a pretty fixed structure, so you can't really change the keywords this saying consists of without changing the overall intended meaning or spirit of this particular expression. You might say or reply this one to someone you'd want to act or do something rather carefully or extra careful. So the rather sad thing about this saying in particular is, because it's quite long and it might sound quite weird in many people's ears, people might rather use a shorter version, a shorter expression to say, well, sei vorsichtig, be careful, and that's it. But it doesn't reveal the beauty of this phrase, I don't think. The origin. There is, or rather has been, a very similar saying that goes, Vorsicht ist die Mutter der Weisheit, for die Weisheit meaning wisdom. I actually like both the German and the English saying Vorsicht ist die Mutter der Porzellankiste and better safe than sorry. They both sound great, they sound interesting, it's cool to say them, and even though they might not be used as much these days and as often, I still think they are worth being kept as phrases and sayings and expressions in the German language. Well, not the English one, but you get what I mean. But I wonder, what do you think about this saying? Tell me in the comments and, well, suggest more sayings if you know more German ones, more German phrases, expressions I should talk about in future videos. Well, tell me in the comments. I'd really like to know about those as well. The ones you're interested in and you've heard of. Well, apart from that, thanks for watching. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal. I guess that's the end of the video.